Imagine being broke, with rent due and no way to pay it. The story of Airbnb is one of audacious vision, relentless innovation, and the power of human connection. It's a tale that begins not with grand ambitions or vast resources, but with two friends facing the challenge of paying rent in San Francisco, a city known for its steep hills, vibrant culture, and notoriously high living costs. Their solution, born out of necessity, would go on to redefine travel, hospitality, and the way millions experience the world. The year was 2007. Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia, both design graduates, were struggling to afford their rent. That October, San Francisco was hosting the Industrial Design Society of America conference, and every hotel in town was booked solid. Sensing an opportunity, Chesky and Gebbia decided to offer a makeshift bed and breakfast in their living room. They inflated 3 air mattresses, dubbed their place Air Bed and Breakfast, and provided breakfast for their guests. 3 attendees accepted the offer, paying $80 each for the chance to stay in a welcoming home rather than a sterile hotel. This experiment wasn't just about earning money. It was about creating an experience, a sense of belonging in an unfamiliar city, the warmth of conversation around a breakfast table, and the novelty of staying with locals. The seed was planted, but as with many startups, the journey from idea to empire would be neither smooth nor straightforward. Chesky and Gebbia quickly realized that their concept had potential beyond a single weekend. They brought on Nathan Blecharczyk, a technical whiz, to help turn their vision into a scalable business. Together, the trio built a rudimentary website where anyone could list space, be it a spare room, a couch, or an entire home, and travelers could book directly. Their goal? To connect people seeking affordable accommodations with those willing to share their homes. The early days were marked by challenges. The founders struggled to gain traction. Few were willing to let strangers stay in their homes. Investors were skeptical, questioning whether people would ever trust such an arrangement. The website was clunky and the listings sparse. Yet, the team persevered, driven by the belief that people craved more than just a place to sleep. They wanted experiences, connections, and authenticity. In 2008, as the Democratic National Convention approached in Denver, the team saw another opportunity. Tens of thousands of visitors were descending on the city, and hotels would again be overwhelmed. Airbnb helped locals list their spaces for rent, providing much-needed accommodations and thrusting the platform into the spotlight. The exposure was invaluable, but the road ahead remained daunting. To fund their fledgling venture, Chesky, Gebbia, and Blecharczyk resorted to creative measures. They designed and sold limited edition cereal boxes, Obama O's, and Captain McCain's during the election season, raising $30,000. The stunt garnered attention, and perhaps more importantly, demonstrated their tenacity and ingenuity. Airbnb's big break came when they were accepted into Y Combinator, a prestigious startup accelerator. Under the guidance of Paul Graham and other mentors, the team refined their business model, improved the user experience, and learned the art of scaling a tech startup. They focused relentlessly on building trust, introducing features like secure payments, verified profiles, and user reviews. Slowly but surely, listings grew, bookings increased, and the Airbnb community began to take shape. By 2009, Airbnb had expanded beyond the United States, welcoming hosts and guests from around the world. The platform's appeal was clear. It offered travelers a chance to stay in unique spaces, save money, and connect with local culture. For hosts, it provided a new way to earn income and share their homes. The idea of belonging anywhere resonated across borders and backgrounds. As Airbnb grew, so did its ambitions. The company introduced new features, Instant Book, Superhost status, and an improved mobile app, making it easier and safer to book accommodations. They invested heavily in photography, sending professional photographers to capture the character of listed spaces. These changes elevated the quality of listings and helped guests imagine themselves in far-flung destinations. Yet, Airbnb's rise was not without controversy. Cities grappled with the impact of short-term rentals on housing affordability and neighborhood dynamics. Hoteliers lobbied for regulations, arguing that Airbnb hosts were unfairly competing without adhering to the same standards. The company faced legal challenges in New York, San Francisco, Barcelona, and beyond. Airbnb responded by working with local governments to develop frameworks for responsible home sharing. They implemented host taxes, occupancy limits, and safety standards. The company's willingness to adapt demonstrated its commitment to sustainable growth and community well-being. At the heart of Airbnb's success was its focus on people. The company built a culture rooted in empathy, creativity, and openness. Chesky, Gebbia, and Blacharczyk encouraged employees to travel, host, and engage with users. Stories poured in from around the globe, guests forging lifelong friendships, hosts finding purpose and pride in sharing their homes, and communities revitalized by tourism dollars. Airbnb's brand evolved from a quirky startup to a global powerhouse. The company invested in marketing campaigns that celebrated human connection, diversity, and the joy of discovery. Their "Belong Anywhere" mantra captured the essence of the platform and inspired millions to see travel as more than a transaction. The platform continued to innovate. Airbnb Experiences launched in 2016, allowing hosts to offer guided tours, workshops, and activities. Travelers could now learn to cook pasta in Rome, hike hidden trails in Peru, or explore Tokyo's underground art scene, all curated by passionate locals. This expansion reinforced Airbnb's vision of travel as immersive, transformative, and deeply personal. The company's growth was exponential. By 2020, Airbnb boasted over 7 million listings in more than 220 countries and regions. It had facilitated hundreds of millions of guest stays, connecting people across cultures and continents. The company's valuation soared, attracting billions in investment and preparing for a historic initial public offering. Yet, the journey was not without setbacks. The COVID-19 pandemic dealt a devastating blow to the travel industry, forcing Airbnb to adapt overnight. Bookings plummeted, and the company faced existential questions. Chesky made tough decisions, including substantial layoffs and a renewed focus on the core business. Airbnb doubled down on local, longer-term stays, supporting remote workers and families seeking safer travel options. Throughout the crisis, Airbnb's commitment to community shone through. The company launched initiatives to house frontline workers, offered flexible cancellations, and supported hosts facing financial hardship. These actions reinforced Airbnb's reputation as a values-driven organization, guided by empathy and resilience. As travel rebounded, Airbnb emerged stronger and more focused. The company refined its platform, introducing features like flexible search, enhanced safety protocols, and improved customer support. It continued to champion sustainable tourism, partnering with cities and NGOs to balance growth with responsible stewardship. Airbnb's impact extends far beyond economics. The platform has democratized travel, empowering ordinary people to become hosts and entrepreneurs. It has challenged traditional notions of hospitality, fostering openness, curiosity, and trust. Guests are no longer passive consumers, but active participants in local life, sharing meals, stories, and experiences. The ripple effects are profound. Small towns, remote villages, and underserved neighborhoods have benefited from tourism dollars, infrastructure improvements, and cultural exchange. Hosts have found new sources of income, funded dreams, and built connections that transcend borders. Travelers have discovered the joy of serendipity, finding themselves in unexpected places, welcomed by strangers who become friends. Airbnb's journey is also a testament to the power of design thinking. Chesky, Gebbia, and Blacharczyk approached every challenge with creativity and empathy, reimagining the user experience from the ground up. They understood that trust was paramount, investing in verification, support, and community standards. They embraced experimentation, learning from failures and iterating rapidly. The company's internal culture reflects these values. Employees are encouraged to question assumptions, challenge norms, and pursue bold ideas. Airbnb's offices are designed to inspire collaboration, creativity, and a sense of belonging. The founders remain actively involved, championing the mission and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Looking ahead, Airbnb continues to evolve. The company explores new frontiers, sustainable tourism, remote work, and social impact. It invests in technology to personalize recommendations, streamline operations, and ensure safety. It deepens partnerships with cities, hosts, and guests, striving for inclusive, meaningful growth. The challenges remain. Regulatory battles persist, competition intensifies, and the travel landscape shifts with global trends. Yet, Airbnb's core values, trust, community, and belonging, remain steadfast. The company's story is one of resilience, adaptability, and the belief that travel can be a force for good. For the millions who have used Airbnb, the impact is tangible. Guests recall nights in treehouses, castles, and yurts, spaces brimming with character and warmth. Hosts remember the joy of sharing their homes, their culture, and their hearts. Communities celebrate the influx of visitors, investment, and energy. Airbnb's legacy is woven into the fabric of modern travel. It has created a new category, inspired countless imitators, and challenged an industry rooted in tradition. It has shown that with vision, grit, and empathy, even the humblest beginnings, a few air mattresses on a San Francisco floor, can spark a global movement. But the real magic of Airbnb lies in its ability to connect people. In a world often divided by distance, difference, and distrust, Airbnb offers a reminder that hospitality is universal, that a stranger can become a friend, that a home can be shared, not just rented, that travel is not just about seeing new places, but about experiencing new ways of life. From its earliest days, Airbnb's founders understood that the key to success was not just technology, but trust. They invested in systems to verify identities, facilitate payments, and resolve disputes. They built a platform where reviews and ratings foster accountability and transparency. They recognized that every stay is an act of faith, a leap into the unknown, made possible by the kindness of hosts and the curiosity of guests. This ethos has guided Airbnb through triumphs and trials. When disasters strike, hosts open their doors to those in need. When borders close, communities rally to support each other. The platform's flexibility and resilience are matched only by the generosity of its users. Airbnb's rise has also sparked important conversations about the future of work, housing, and community. The company has challenged governments to rethink regulations, balance innovation with equity, and embrace new models of economic empowerment. It has invited hosts to become micro-entrepreneurs, shaping the future of hospitality from the ground up. The impact is deeply personal. For some, Airbnb has enabled dream vacations, reunions, and adventures. For others, it has provided a lifeline during tough times, a way to make ends meet, fund education, or support family. For hosts, it is a source of pride, purpose, and connection. The company's journey is marked by bold decisions, creative pivots, and relentless focus. Chesky, Gebbia, and Blecharczyk have steered Airbnb through storms and sunshine, guided by a mission larger than profit. They have sought to humanize technology, champion diversity, and celebrate the spirit of exploration. Airbnb's story is still being written. The company faces new challenges and opportunities in a world shaped by shifting travel patterns, technological advances, and evolving consumer expectations. Yet, its foundation remains strong. A belief in the power of human connection, the value of shared experiences, and the promise of belonging anywhere. For those who have followed Airbnb's journey, the lessons are clear. Innovation begins at the margins, often in response to pressing needs. Success requires grit, adaptability, and a willingness to listen. Growth is fueled by community, trust, and a sense of purpose. And the most powerful ideas are those that bring people together. As Airbnb looks to the future, it remains committed to its founding vision. The company invests in safety, sustainability, and social impact, recognizing that travel must be responsible, inclusive, and regenerative. It empowers hosts to share their stories, guests to explore with curiosity, and communities to thrive. The journey from air mattresses to a global empire is a testament to what's possible when imagination meets determination. It's a story of three friends who dared to dream, who saw opportunity in adversity, and who built a platform that has transformed the way we travel, connect, and belong. In every corner of the world, Airbnb's impact is felt. In the laughter shared over breakfast, the warmth of a handwritten welcome note, the discovery of a hidden gem in a new city. The company's legacy is not just in numbers, listings, or valuations, but in the countless moments of connection it has enabled. As travelers set out on new adventures, hosts prepare cozy spaces, and communities welcome visitors, Airbnb continues to redefine what it means to be at home, anywhere. The journey is far from over, and the possibilities are endless. From humble beginnings on a San Francisco floor to a platform that spans continents, Airbnb's story is one of hope, innovation, and the enduring power of hospitality. It reminds us that the world is full of open doors, waiting to be discovered, and that sometimes the greatest journeys begin with a simple invitation. Welcome. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to Boardroom Biz for more stories of business wins and losses.